Welcome to Around the Reel with your hosts, Aaron Carlson, Charles Lawson, and Samantha Hanna. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
It's too
I might throw the phone, man.
It's fucking hot.
It's
hot
so
as shit.
blazing hot.
All right.
Yeah, try to do this shit in a suit, man. All right?
No.
Well, where's your...
I sell suits for a living, man, so I gotta, so I'm at work, so I have a customer after this and shit, so I gotta dress up, It's all good, though.
Man,
Do you at least have air conditioning in there?
Yeah, but,
Well, that helps.
See how cool Carl is?
I know.
You got a suit on and shit?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and we were just talking about, like, before the show, I mean, how sweaty our balls are, Chuck and I. That's how bad it is. That's what we're talking about. Like,
They
I just
really
went to
were.
the bathroom. I'm like, Jesus, it's no good down there right now. It's just
Throw some powder on that shit.
I need something. It's terrible. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I get stuck here listening to this stuff.
Well, what did you say about the other thing going on?
Sticky.
Yeah.
Sticky. A little bit sticky.
Has anybody ever been to Louisiana?
Again, baby powder. You know what I mean?
There's gonna be a big fucking plume of talcum powder blowing around the whole
everywhere.
freaking place.
It's my kind of meeting, man. I'm in love.
That's what we do.
What is it? Are you grabbing your powder? Are we doing it together? Is this a group thing? Welcome to Around the Reel.
Welcome. Welcome to Around the Reel, everybody.
Keyword, baby powder.
So today we've got Carl Covington with us. Carl, how you doing? And thank you for being here, brother.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you hear shit in the background, I'm in Seattle, you know what I mean? So it's, you'll hear ambulances, policemen, and probably a couple of homeless people.
Okay,
But,
good. So
it's all in the day's work, man.
They come in looking for a nice suit?
Hell yeah, then actually just come in to fuck with me.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, we got a black man. If we hear the fucking cops coming, I'd be like, holy shit, you all right, bro? That's what I would think.
Somebody come running in the door. Quick, I need a jacket. For 5 minutes, I'll give it back.
Quick change, that's all right. I got you. You know what I mean? Shit, I know how that go.
Right on, buddy. Right on.
I didn't always sell suits, man.
So we know you're on the set right now, man. So again, thank you for.
I was supposed to be on the set, but actually, I'll be on the set later on today. At 5 o'clock.
He just told you he's at work. Do you
I know,
listen?
but I thought he meant work like working like on the set. That's work too.
Yeah,
No,
but
he
I get
sells
what you're saying.
suits.
No, but I was on this. I thought I was going to be on the set. I thought it was going to be an early shoot day.
Okay.
We decided to do it closer to 5 because it's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not going to be much cooler
So
then.
let's wait till it's peak heat and then let's
See where things are at. Yeah, I don't blame you guys.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. Whew, it's hot. Well, anyway, Carl, thank you.
So instead of coming to us from an undisclosed location on a private project, you're coming to us from work. So do you want to plug it while you're there or no?
This is an undisclosed location. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the manager, and I'm a one-man show over here at Beckon and Robb in Seattle on 6th and Union, right across the street from City Center.
Mm-hmm.
Come get pretty like me.
Shit, yeah.
I don't think I can, but
Get your
thanks.
shit together. I'll help you get your shit together. So if you need a new look or a new style, or you need anything, we got people looking in the window. Hello, how you doing?
That's badass.
So, if you need a new look and you need a new style, and you want to get with the times and look a little bit more modern, updated, come see me, man. I got you.
All right.
All right.
We'll send Aaron up there because, as you can see, he's wearing his T-shirt from 1996 still.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Dude. I've never. All I see him in is like T-shirts.
That's what I wear.
That's all he wears.
So yeah, that's what I
But
think.
that's it. I mean, it's it. All he do is work out and do this.
That's
From
all I
what
do.
what the dude was
That's
saying.
what I do.
So I read that post, man. That was some bullshit.
You did read that, yeah? Isn't that some funny shit?
That was rude.
Yeah, that's.
Like, what the fuck is it to you? What I do?
He obviously has a big heart on for what I'm doing.
Yeah, you know what I
He
mean?
loves that
Damn,
shit.
dude, you went well out your way to hate on me. That's all I'm saying.
Really?
He did. He really did.
And let you know that he reads all your posts.
He loves that shit, and that's what's
Just
fun.
basically
Just like Smokey said, man, evil lurks.
It does. It does.
Yeah, it
It'd
does.
be creeping,
You
man.
gotta watch this shit. You gotta watch that dry hating ass shit. You know? And,
I know.
you know.
I know.
Well,
For the audience out there who doesn't know, it was a post that someone or a comment someone put on one of my posts the other day about. So Aaron, you seem to always work out all the time, and you were sitting here asking people for money to make your stupid movies. Why don't you get a job? That's what the comment was. And the raw side of me was like, here we go, motherfucker. I was ready to jump on that and have some fucking fun. And then all of a sudden, Carl, you know what happened? my two little angels on my shoulders, Chuck on one and Sam on the other, they were in my ears like, don't say anything, Aaron. Be professional. It's like, no, feel sorry for him because, you know, he's obviously going through some bad things. So I deleted his comment, Carl. Didn't respond, and then I blocked him like a bitch. And blocking people drives me fucking crazy. I know.
No, wait a second. Technically speaking, the
As a
professional.
matter of fact, while we are talking, take your phone out and friend request that motherfucker right now.
I'm telling you.
Right back on the team.
I know.
That's when, you know what I'm saying? I want you to watch me bubble, baby. You gotta watch me.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to see.
And out of all the things that just came out of your mouth there, and that's the one thing I disagree with, I wouldn't tell you to block him.
You wouldn't have.
Hell
Oh,
no.
God, no.
I
Would I say keep it professional because
I
you're talking
remember,
about
you
the
know what I mean?
campaign? Yes, but would I say block him? No.
See, maybe that's the problem.
Watch me grow, bitch.
I mean, obviously, you never not check my page, man. You see, I put a lot of political things up there, and I
Sure.
have a lot of people from the left and right, and we have, like, you know, man, that shit's like a powder keg sometimes. But, you know, the last thing I would ever do is delete anybody. I don't care if you go way extreme from what I believe in. You know what I mean? It's like we can always have that conversation. And as long as it doesn't get to the point to where we're threatening each other, then there's no need for you to, you know, for me to really block you. You know what I mean? You can say what you want. You can think what you want and whatever. Matter of fact, some dude told me, you know, it was a couple of years ago. And he said, why don't you think about getting ear surgery because your ears stick out? And if you're going to be an actor, maybe you need you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, for one thing, man, I don't even fucking like you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like,
Yeah.
why would I do that? You know what I mean? For one thing, this is, you know, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? However I look is how I look. Why does it bother you? You know what I mean? So that's the undercurrent for me was like, why would you even go out of your way to study my life and throw rocks at it? You know what I mean? But, you know, oh well.
Yeah.
As long as they open their mouth and keep telling on themselves, oh well. Yeah,
I
at least you know who they are.
Now I feel even more like a bitch. See, that's
No,
the thing.
it's-
now I have a sticky vagina. I do. That's how I feel.
Put some powder on it.
I need a lot of powder on this one because I absolutely know what he's saying, and I felt that way when I did it. But you know, I'm trying to be a better person.
No,
so.
he has a good point, but there's also the point of, you know, no one really needs that negativity, and especially,
True.
you know, like, no one needs that. So I don't think
no,
blocking
that's
is bad. It just gives him, so he can't just keep doing it.
I know. It's just a bitch move, I feel like. But oh well, whatever. It is.
Well, hey, dude, you're the one
It's
that
already
blocked,
done.
You're the one that blocked him.
Yeah, but I'm not going to unblock him now. That's even worse.
I'm definitely a person that feeds on positive energy.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I mean? I feed off positive energy, but I also feed off negative energy. I need that.
I know,
what
me
mean?
too.
Because it just lets me know I got so much more shit to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's that balance.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
if you have everybody in your ear telling you, "Oh man, you awesome and you're great and you're this and you that," you start getting to that the grandiose.
Yeah, you don't think you have to work
where
anymore.
your shit don't stink.
Correct.
You know, and then you have other people who knock you down and just keep you level headed.
Mm-hmm. It
Let
fires
you
you
hear
up.
that every once in a while. It's like, shit, I'm not as cool as I thought I was.
Right, right. And then you want to prove them wrong, right?
Yeah,
Fuck
of
yeah.
course. That's
it.
You know, that adds to it, man.
I know,
Adds to the
I know. So you can rub it in their fucking face later and be like, look what I did, bitch. Where are you at on that? That's how I feel.
Now, here's the thing. I take the proverbial high road. So I don't rub it in their face.
You don't? I rub it in their
No,
face.
hell no. I don't need to. I do the shit. You can see what I do. I don't need to rub it in your face.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
I don't
gotcha.
need to rub it in you. You can see what I'm doing.
But it's
So
it's satisfying though. You should try it sometime.
what
It's
they say,
really cool.
what they say, even in the biblical, they say it reaps mounds of coal on your head. That's how it feels to haters. See other people succeed. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So
They don't like it. They don't want it. They don't want anybody that they know. Most people feel they got a weird feeling in their belly when someone's succeeding. It's this odd jealousy that I think.
I
know.
feel that way.
Well, a lot of people don't, but the ones that do hate or don't support, or you don't hear from them anymore when you're doing something creative.
Nah,
it's because
you
they don't
hear them, you know.
Yeah, they
you
don't
hear from their ass real quick when you're going through a divorce or something.
Oh, hell yeah, they love that. Yeah, they're always there for that. I mean, you make a good point, too, because look at the amount of comments I got on that post and the support I got, because it was a negative thing, per se. Yeah. But people see that, oh, God, I don't want Aaron to feel bad. So then they start commenting. But, anytime I'm posting positive stuff about what we're doing, people don't engage as much in that. You know why?
It's boring.
Because it's not as negative.
It's not as negative. They love that shit.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to lie, I love it, too. It's fun.
Yeah, people need that. I mean, that's, it's a better conversation piece when you can argue with people, you know what I mean? Or like throw rocks or something. Sometimes.
Well, you've gotten kicked off of Facebook a few times, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
I've never gotten kicked off yet.
Hell yeah,
I'm
man.
surprised.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really surprised.
Oh, yeah. They stay in my inbox, man. They be like, Carl, you're going against, industry standards. I was like, I am? Good. I want to ruffle feathers. Good shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. It's interesting.
Man, if I'm not getting kicked off Facebook, I'm not doing shit, really.
I feel you. That's funny.
This is to raise that awareness, man. Raise that consciousness. It's worth it, man.
I think so.
Yeah, I got 4 days to wait. You know what I mean? Ain't no biggie.
It is worth it to speak. It's vital. If you keep your mouth shut, like I said a while ago on this show too, it to me it feels like you're just supporting that kind of bullshit if you don't speak out. Like, I don't want to enable it by not saying anything. So, but who am I? I'm not Superman, right? But are we? Sometimes I don't know.
I look at the shit like, it's there's a strong silent type, and I'm not him. I'm the strong loud type. I'm not the strong silent type. You know what I mean? Just like that's cool and that has its place and shit like that. But, what's on your mind? You know what I mean? Tell me what's going on. This shit goes by quick and it's going to be over. So if you don't tell people what's on your mind, we'll never know, right. And that could be something that could feed people or educate them or something that somebody else needed to know. So, by you keeping it to yourself, you're leaving that information out for somebody else. So that's why I always put it out there. You never know who's listening.
That is true.
You know what? That's a good point. Maybe that's why I kind of do it. I totally agree with you.
100%. Man.
Yeah. I've been looking at it the wrong, but I'm with you. Huh.
Yeah. Shit. Why not, man?
Yeah. See, this show is not just about helping other people. It's helping us.
That's right.
No, I swear to God.
No, it does.
It's therapy, man.
No, brother, it's good. I love it.
Just send us a bill.
Yeah. We've been having.
Man, it's all. You know what? It's free advice, man. If you can use it, give it to somebody else. Pay it more.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
That.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should send him a friend request again. Like, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit block. Just to see. You know what? Maybe I blocked him though because I'm blaming Chuck and Sam, but I didn't trust myself.
Yeah.
You knew you'd go at him eventually.
Yes, I would. I think that's why I did it.
Man, I've had so many people on my page, and I talk to whatever, and it's like we sometimes it's turmoil, man. Sometimes it's like, what, fuck you, and it's like that. And then I inbox him. I'll inbox him like, what? Instead of doing all this, man, why we can't have just conversation? It's just let's get to an understanding and see if we can be decent about it. Because at the end of the day, we are adults. Right. We get pissed off and we act like teenagers or whatnot. But at the end of the day, we're supposed to be men and women of character, and we should be able to get over a fucking hump, no matter if we agree or not. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to at least come to an understanding of, hey, agree to disagree, go your way in peace, I'm gonna go my way in peace, and that's it. So I try to do that. That's me trying to take the high.
There you go.
Aaron just goes straight toddler.
Do I go straight toddler?
Just giant toddler, just like you poo-poo pants.
I don't give a shit. I'll call him every name in the fucking book. Whatever pops in my head that I think is funny. I don't give a shit. Fuck them.
You got cooties.
Well, yeah.
Straight
the thing is that there's a sweet. Thanks, Sam. By the way,
and you the dude that when dudes used to go to your house when you was a kid, you wouldn't share your fucking toys, man.
No, I would share the toys. I did,
just not the certain ones.
I did, but like Han Solo was mine.
Han Solo,
yeah,
like, you
and
know
Vader.
What I'm saying? You gave him Chewbacca, and you
you be Chewie.
Don't touch his game controller, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and-
when you go to C-3PO or R2-D2, or, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Fuck that, man.
I'll give you that.
Playing
That's
with
true.
Aaron, you got sand people and stormtroopers. That was it. He had everybody else.
Wow. This is crazy right now,
Aren't you glad you turned the other cheek and blocked that guy?
Oh, man.
motherfuckers.
Smack you in that one?
It's fine. I'm used to it. But what I was trying to say, I was trying to be serious until you guys start throwing me.
I'm
the fucking
so
bus again.
sorry.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's fine.
Wait.
Wait, I had to drive, and then he had to drive.
Yeah,
We're all actors. We can do this.
Yeah, put the face on.
Get back in.
All
Back
right.
in.
When you're ready.
When you're ready.
Yeah. Now,
So anyway.
my question was, or just a statement, I should say. It's weird. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but comments and negativity from someone I don't know, it doesn't even come close to touching me. I don't give a shit what some of these people say, like our reviews or whatever we get on our films, and I don't know these guys. There is a little bit of a different sting when you know them or met them. And I will give them that power. I will give them that. You know what? Because I knew you, dude, and I thought you were a cool guy. For you to come out and say something negative like that, because we went back and forth a little bit politically last year, because I don't like fucking Trump. You know, okay, that's fine. But that's on a political post. When you're watching me do my work or sharing what I'm doing in my day to share with the audience who I am so they know me and what I'm doing, for you to come out and come on that platform and start talking shit, now we got a problem. And that actually does bother me. So there's you know, you talked about that balance there. I can talk shit all day about, I don't let shit bother me when people say it, but that's not necessarily true, because when it's somebody you know, it does get you. It gets you.
Yeah.
So
You know, it catch you in your feelings.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
a little bit.
There's not a doubt about it. It does. But, you know, some things sting a little bit more than others. You know, just like you said, if you don't know someone, I don't give a fuck what you got to say about
Correct.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care. You know, I don't know you.
Mhm.
But if you do know me, then I guess there was some type of expectation of you knowing who I am as a person. You know what I mean? And so it seems almost not like a knock on you, it's a knock on your character. You know what I mean? It's like, you know me, and
Yeah.
you talking this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's that bullshit.
So I've
That's
had that
bullshit.
happen too, you know, when Donald Trump was running for president. You know, everybody lost friends.
Sure.
Shit was like a civil war, man. Shit went to the north and south. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah,
And
it did.
you knew your whole life. You either went over here or they came, you know what I mean? And shit was crazy.
Yeah, man.
You know, and I definitely had those run-in and button heads with, you know, people I've known for years, you know, and their kids used to play with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit, and they grew up together and everything, and we all barbecues, and then this shit happened, and, you know, like, we're not friends no more. I'm like, what?
It's weird,
You know,
isn't it?
so,
That
crazy.
split apart families.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
divided a lot of people.
Yeah.
but again, there's a lot of dialogue, too, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Lots of shit to talk about, which is, you know, again, that balance.
Yep.
So, you know, and it really, you know, gave a stark look at society. And, you know, I think a lot of us was in a fog and in a phase and holding hands and thinking we are the world and shit. And then, you know, when this shit happened, you know, we really found out that, you know, it's like, wow, man, we have a long way to go. We've come a long way, but we got a long ass way to go. You know what I mean? So count your blessings, but still, you know, keep building.
It's more delicate than we thought.
What's
100%.
Yeah.
It's interesting the way you worded that too. I like that because we have come a long way, but it takes just one small bad aspect for us to like fall back down the hill 30 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's barely anything can happen, and we'll go to Shitsville rather than try to figure out how to rise above. So
Correct.
the fact that you said that, I love that because it's like, yeah, we've come such a long way, but
was
it takes
talking
one
to
little
Bill,
thing and it's bad.
Yeah.
And he religious, you know what I mean? He's religious. I ain't gonna name drop or whatever, whatnot, but I mean, he's well known in Seattle. We just talked a couple days ago, and we're talking about, you know, like Moses, like leading people through the desert. And I was telling him, I was like, man, you know, for years and years and years and shit, and he was leading them around, and God was feeding them and this and that, and all of a sudden he went up to go get the 10 Commandments. 2 days later, they have a golden ass calf, and you know what I mean? It's like, people are crazy, man. He's herding cats all the time.
Yeah.
That's how people are, man. You know what I mean?
Good point.
It's hard to keep them on track with things, you know what I'm saying? And they'll go astray real quick. It don't take a long time for shit to go backwards. So just like you said, you know what I mean? It's like things went backwards quick. One thing happened and shit went backwards quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all that progress was just stopped. Like, damn.
Did it go backwards, or did we just kind
Reveal.
of did it reveal people that
I was
were
thinking the same thing.
that were there.
You know what? Maybe that's a better analogy, and maybe I guess I feel like not going backwards, but definitely not as progressed as I thought it was.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not the youngest guy in the room. I don't know. I may be older than you. I don't know. But
No, you're
I
not.
doubt it.
We're older than all.
Yeah.
We're all older than you.
Older
Thank
than
you.
you. Yeah.
Thank you. Well,
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm
I mean, it's
born
true.
in '74, so there you go.
Oh, okay, you're
I'm
my
total-
age. Yeah.
Wow,
Well,
okay.
73.
Sam's the youngest one in the room.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We're all the same age then, so we're
like
good.
I said, so I've been through the decades and I've seen this shit happen. I've lived through the '80s and '90s. With B-boy back then, or whatever, and 2000s. And, I grew up around it. You know what I'm saying? And got to be an older man and had children. So I've been through life and I've seen this shit. And it just seems like it has progressed. It has gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, things that were hidden, people always felt the smoldering of hate. You know what I mean? People
Yeah.
who didn't like to see progress, whether it be people of color, whether it be women, or LGBTQ, you know what I mean? Progressing and having a portion of society and whatnot. And, there were people, you would hear grumblings about it. When there was a Cheerio commercial with an interracial couple, people was like, wow, man, this is starting to not be a white country anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You heard that. You heard it once or twice and this and that. And then all of a sudden, Donald Trump comes, tiki boys. And the shit is out in the front. You know what I mean?
Right.
They came crawling out of the dirt everywhere.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, it was like
you ever seen Thriller when the sucker came up out the ground?
That's
That's
what
what
it
it was
is.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Esophagus and shit.
Yeah.
That's how the shit felt,
it's
They
it.
just been hiding in the corners and shit.
Right.
Crawling out the ground and shit.
Well, he let them know that. Well, he let them believe that shit was okay, and there they came
Yeah.
to spread that hate. And I think we kind of all just kind of pushed them back in the dirt because it didn't work. Didn't work.
No, man. They're not going with
they're
it.
there.
No. It's like
Pushing back.
vampires. I swear to God, it reminds me of that, and that's the weirdest, stupidest thing to say, but it really was. It's like if you think about Trump being like the darkness,
Yeah.
right? And for a long time, we've had light. So everything crawled back into the caves, and they were hiding, and they were in their coffins and shit, right?
Well,
Sure.
the
And
majority
then-
of people didn't agree with their way of
Well,
thinking.
there's
so.
a few blades out there, though. People who were both. They may think like the vampire, but they're still not acting like one. They have that balance,
Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking about the essence of a vampire, and those are the ones that came out.
They got their 30 days of night.
30 days of night. Yes, they did, and they were able to come out, and now they're staying out.
I mean, especially using these types of analogies, there are still people, out there now. When we probably need a couple Ghostbuster traps for their ass.
No shit.
Yeah, no kidding. You're not lying.
Mm-hmm.
You are not lying.
Have Ray Parker Jr. do it too. There's something strange.
know what?
Oh no, take your time. No, seriously though, guys, isn't that weird?
Oh,
Oh, is he coming back already?
he's turned off that backlight.
Much better. I just wanted to turn that off real quick.
Okay, yeah. There you go. All right.
Okay.
Oh,
He's just trying to make himself look better.
yeah. Before I forget though, so if I came up and got a suit, you're not going to tell anybody that you helped me, right? They're going to think I did that shit on my own, right?
I mean, if that's the way you want to keep it, you paying for the shit, man. That's depending on how much money you spend, man.
He'll post a picture of you half naked. Carlson is here. I'm fixing his shit.
If you come see me, man, you get the full experience, man. You know what I mean?
The full experience.
I want-
Now I'm going to
always
take
want
this
a
down a
badass
dark
suit.
road really quick.
Well, I've never had a tailored suit to see what it really
I would
fits
like-
like. So
I would like to say I'm one of the best in Seattle, but I'll leave that to other people.
badass.
So-
buddy.
Now, see,
Good
this
for
is.
you.
I am so torn here because I like Carl and I want to get to know him better. He seems like a good guy, but I just want to know how he measures the inseam. Do you cup and shift or do you just pull tight?
especially on a hot day.
I don't need to measure the inseam. You don't need to measure the inseam.
Yes, you do. If you want to
Not
keep it
not in
real.
not in the bespoke custom that I have. You don't need to do that. You can actually do it from the outside, Sam.
See, now
Chuck.
you can do it from the outside.
Chuck
Quit
just
being
wants you
creepy.
to do
But
it.
come in and I can show you, because right now I'm just mailing you a haircut. You know what I mean? So if you come in, I can show you that.
So let him
love
just.
that.
So Aaron, what he wants you to do is come in so he can touch you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because we're going to look badass when I leave.
That's right. So you don't care what happens to you as long as you look badass when you
That's
leave.
right. I don't care.
And that's why
Yeah, I
he keeps
can
coming
take
to my
it.
house.
Said
every
you're
week.
gonna look badass.
Yeah.
If I have anything to do with it, you gonna Yeah.
I like that. Pride in your work.
Well, you see his photos online and stuff, and we're going to get in your acting in a minute because I know we only have a little bit of time. But we're going to talk about. But this has all been interesting. But you definitely are a sharp motherfucker. You're a sharp motherfucker, bro.
Down a rabbit hole real quick, man. Before
that's this
came in, you know what I mean? Let's just stop talking shit. I like it.
Oh, good for you. Good. So do I. But you definitely have a style, my man, and it comes across in your photographs, your films that you're in, and you got a charismatic way of speaking. So
thank you.
You're a cool motherfucker. I love it, and you're talented as shit, man. So how long have you been trying? Or not trying, but doing acting. How long have you been working?
I'm going to be honest with you. It's been about 7 years since I moved to Pacific Northwest, man. And then, it's kind of like, you know how like we're getting older, we all have long stories now.
Sure.
Remember when you was young, your stories was like real quick. You went over here, got fucked up, and then went home. That was it. That's the whole story. But when you get older, it's like, man, it's a long story. You gotta start from that shit. But, long story short, I started dating a lady who was in the modern theater in Spokane, Washington, and she was going to do an audition for Z Nation to be a background zombie. I ended up going with her. She ended up not getting picked to be on Z Nation, and I did. She dumped me.
I saw that coming.
Yeah,
Sorry.
She was like,
wow.
You stole my dream. I was like, I didn't even want this shit. What are you talking about? But it started my acting career. You know what I mean? I got on set the first time and, they put me in makeup. I started looking around and I was like, man, I don't know what the fuck this is, man, but I got to do this for the rest of my life. And I became like obsessed with it. And then from that time on, it's just been about, when I become obsessed about something, I have to master it.
Sure.
So it's just been about, being creative and tapping into something that I've always had in me, but I just never exercised. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Always exercised other qualities of me, but not that. So it became something that was new and awesome, and just meeting beautiful people, creative people, just all walks of life, people that you probably not kicking with in your everyday life. But on set, you get together and you share ideas and you find out, man, shit, we have so much in common.
Isn't that cool?
We have so much similarities, and that's like, that's one of the reasons why I'm obsessed with it, and I found my tribe, I found my tribe, no doubt about it.
It's cool.
It's fucking beautiful, and that's the weirdest thing, right? It's a dessert that you didn't even know was coming.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If someone told me that, later on in my life that even to this day, I talk to my brothers, my sisters, shit like that, friends who know me. Who know me. They was like, they can't believe the shit neither. I was like, I was like, I know, huh?
That's the best part, man.
And it was like, and then, that was at first. And then now they're like, man, you really fucking good. So I was like, well, I work at it. I work just as hard as I do at anything else in my life.
Sure.
Because I work very hard at it. So it's not, the job it's supposed to look easy if you're doing it right.
That's right.
Correct. There's a lot of shit I didn't put out there before that didn't look easy.
I hear you.
So,
yeah.
I'm definitely being sharpened. So, it's all about, affiliating and getting around other good people, you know what I mean? And, learning off them.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the best way. It's the only way I think to do it, because that is the only way we've done it.
Right.
There's probably other ways, but you're right. Piggybacking off of other people who are doing things, especially those that are been doing it longer.
Well, I have a philosophy on that too, and I tell a lot of young kids. Raymond Power, who was on your show, Mick Loftus, who are very good friends of mine. Mm-hmm. I told him straight up. I was like, my dad used to tell me, find people who will go in the same direction as you, and you get there twice as fast.
Fuck yeah.
So I live by that shit. You know what I mean? Find people who are going in the direction that you are going.
Yeah.
Because then they're going to have the same motivation, mindset, the whole knot, determination, and the whole knot. So, you find people going that way and you're going to get there quicker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly it. That's fucking cool, man. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Y'all grafting from my ass off.
So let's, what projects are you working on right now? I know you are on set, but what are you working on?
Do you have anything?
I'm currently on the set of Vengeance 2, And I'm more behind the scenes on that, because my character, a character that I played in Vengeance 1 actually got killed. So I wasn't able to be, on the set, or in front of the camera for that. But Vengeance 1, all I did was basically behind the camera anyway. And then Jason Brooks was like, I came in one day and he said, "Hey, Carl, you want to get killed?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Go to makeup." And that was it, so that was Vengeance 1. And so I got killed. It was like very, very brief. So this time I'm just behind set and just, definitely supporting everyone. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I seen the trailer for, Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Vengeance 2 is better. That, like the kills and shit.
Yeah.
Wait till you see.
That's
wait
fucking
till you
dope.
see it. And we've only been filming for about 4 or 5 days now, but just the shit that I've seen compared to that, it's going to be, we're going to be pushing that major motion picture in a fan film.
Very cool.
That's no bullshit.
So,
and after that, I've been cast as the role of Christian in Armed Betties, which is Jackie Moya and John Mannion. They're producing that right now. I believe that they just did the teaser trailer for it. And I believe they're in production to do the first episodes. And I'm going to come along, my character will come along later on, in the storyline. So I'm waiting, to do that as well, probably July. And then, work with Robert Butler for The Alliance. So we should be shooting that here pretty quick as well. And then, other than that, man, I try not to load my plate down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, you give the proper time and preparation that you need for roles and things like that, and then you move on. So, that's my style. Other people, they have their own style.
Right.
They want to do everything that's good. That's an excellent way to do it too. You know what I mean?
We got a lot going on anyway. I mean, that's a good palette. I mean, Jesus. Makes me.
I'm trying to.
I thought we were doing a lot. Fuck.
Like, you know what? It's, what? Why not, man? It's like time's a wasting. So,
yeah.
It's, so I waited around for the first couple of years and everything, and just trying to work my way into the industry, find out things. Excuse me. Let me.
No,
You're good.
You're fine, buddy. You take it. Yeah.
This is real shit here on this.
Oh yeah, this is what we do.
So, what was that? Oh, and so when I first got into the industry, hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, his phone keeps ringing.
Carl's at work.
He's at work. He's in an interview at
It's
work.
so good though. I know he's gangster for that.
It's badass. Man.
He's getting some talcum powder.
Well, that's what I need right now.
He's just powdering up his balls. Oh, sorry, Carl, you're back.
He's measuring his inseam.
So, the first couple of years I was just kind of fumbling my way through the industry and trying to find my niche, or just trying to find where I could fit in. So, I wasn't as aggressive as I should have been, which is, I'm much more aggressive in real life than I was in this. A lot of it was fear, no bullshit. I'll just say it. I was scared as shit. I didn't know what I was doing, but, eventually, I gained confidence by just doing the work and being around other people and, being sharpened by other people. Mm-hmm. I gained confidence and to the point to where it's like, what am I waiting for? This shit, you either hit it hard or admire somebody else that's doing it,
right.
Or, you go after it with everything you got, or just, what are you doing it for? You're not in it to be the best, what are you doing it for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in the industry of selling suits to just make money. I'm in the suits to already make money. I'm in the suits to be the best here in Seattle, period. Mm-hmm. So when they talk about it, they talk about me. And anything else that I do, I try to, I put that into every aspect of my life.
Sure. Sure.
I expect excellence. I expect it.
Not everybody was able to pick that up. You've been like that for probably most of your life. Is that right?
Oh yeah. My dad, he instilled that shit into me early.
Yep.
The why not me factor.
Yep.
It's like, like when bad shit happens to me, I'm like, why not you? So you got divorced, you get, shit, you lost, you dog that, hey man, why not you? It has to happen to somebody. Mm-hmm. It's happened to billions of other people before your ass, and now it's your turn.
Yep. So
sit in it, deal with it, get the lesson from it, and, move on with your life. But when good shit happens, I'm like, why not me too? So when I look at the screen and I'm up there, and it was like, man, you up there? I'm like, yeah, man, why not me? Somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it.
So why not me? So I look at it, and if you can do that, it gives you like perspective. You know what I'm saying? It kind of takes unfairness off the table.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people deal with that unfairness shit. It's like, oh man, this is unfair. It's like, dude, you know, I was robbed. It's like, yeah, okay. Are you alive? Yeah, okay. It'll be all right.
Well, that's that victim mentality.
It's just your turn. Yeah,
Yep, it is
one of those. You know,
Yep.
You'll be okay though.
Isn't it weird how you can change your perspective like that and see it? Or you had it instilled in you, but don't you think that a lot of people can do that if they can just figure out that one piece they're missing? It's like this, you know, everybody's capable of doing that. Everybody is. But, you know, some people stop themselves, and there is just this one little fucking little thing they got to just turn, this one little knob. If they just turn it just a tad, they'd see it. And it frustrates me.
It's who you connect with too, you know what I mean? It's who you connected with. It's who your circle is, you know what I mean? Because your network is your net worth. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about everything, you know what I mean? So the people you hang around with are either going to drag you down and have the crab in the bucket mentality, or going to have the reverse crab in the bucket mentality and grab you out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's not your choice, though. Sometimes it's your family who raised you. That they put not good ideas in your head, and
and trying to get away from that. I mean, that's the hard part.
I come from a lot of that, a lot of dysfunction. I was not, I don't come from shit. You know, everything I was raised, how I was raised. You know, I was thankful I had a father, but he wasn't really in my life because he was, my dad had 7 kids by 4 different women. You do the math.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He was a beautiful person, great dude, tremendously knowledgeable, and he loved the shit out of us. But, that's I was raised by a single mother most of my life. So I don't really come from anything, and a lot of dysfunction and, violence and drugs, all that shit.
Yep.
But, so I know what that's like. I was thrown to the wolves, I was basically thrown to the wolves, but I wasn't really raised. I just got older, and then I was just thrown to the wolves. But,
Did you have a mentor that taught you these things, or did you just learn?
Did I know, even being thrown to the wolves, that I was one of the biggest, baddest wolves out there. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? So, but as I got older, I got mentors. When I was younger, I just acted out, you know what I mean? From having a bullshit childhood or, whatever, whatnot. Like Raymond Powers, I completely understand his story. I'm a decade and something past where he's at, So like where he's dealing with things now, he has that, full circle thing that happened to him. That shit happened to me a decade and something ago. So I understand exactly where he's at. He's going exactly where he needs to be going. I'm proud of him for that. Yeah. But I understand what that's like. I understand exactly what that's like. Having that type of turnaround and turning your life around and turning, from bullshit to victory. I've been there. So, but mentors, 100%. I've talked about that, on another podcast is if I didn't have mentors, I wouldn't be where I'm at, so, but that being said, watch who's whispering into your ear too.
Yeah.
You can have bad mentors.
Yeah, you can.
I've had bad mentors who've given me bad advice, and, you just got to differentiate which is which, which fits better for you, which is, what works better for you.
I never knew who my mentors were per se until later when I got older. And then you look back and then you know what they are. Most of the mentors I could say were mentors or father figures or something like that. I hated them back in the day because they pushed you to do something. Yeah. Right. But when you're a kid, you don't understand that shit. You just fucking think they're rude and mean and they think they know everything because you're a cocky little shit. And then you look back now and you're like, holy shit, how lucky I was. And how badass were they to put up with my fucking
how much
ass.
Did you learn? You know what I mean? A lot of shit that, it's like the whole Karate Kid effect. You know what I mean? The wax on, wax off. Like you learning shit and not even knowing you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Until you need it.
Yep.
And my dad used to tell me that too. He's like, brother, a lot of shit that I'm telling you right now is like you looking at me like a deer in the headlights. You don't understand the fuck I'm saying. But the difference between you and other brothers who are out in the street and shit like that is when you need this knowledge, you don't have it, and they're not. And you'll see what happens as a result. Right. And so I was thankful for him for that, at least giving me information on how to survive. You know what I mean? And I've seen it. A lot of brothers I grew up with, they're not here in jail or, and a few of us have crawled our way out of it and made, some sort of decent life for ourselves, which is, it's commendable, no doubt.
It really is.
See, I can't even say I had direct mentors. I just was very much a people watcher. I just watched people, and that's how I learned how to be, I guess. That's how I came up with it.
Damn it, I wish I was more like you.
I know. Most of us do. You know what's weird, though, too, with you, Sam? Like, she's been able, like, she'll tell stories from people in her past, and they were fucking all wrong in every way, shape, or form. She could look at them at a young age and decide that's how I don't want to be. You know, instead of being influenced like that to be like them, she could see them as that's not how you're supposed to be. Right there, she was aware of that as a kid. Like, what the fuck?
I was surprised to find out people didn't think like that.
A lot of people
I've dealt with that too. But I mean, I guess I won't. I just don't have the same story. My story was like, from people that I've seen, when I was young and shit like that. I mean, I was impressionable. Yes. So a lot of shit that I seen that I was like, man, I'm not gonna be like that when you grow up. That's been conditioned in you because that's all the fuck you saw.
Yeah.
It becomes a way of life. You know what I mean? So just like Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth, and then you go back to what you know.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That's what it was. So I battled with addiction and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Just because I seen it growing up so much. And that becomes your coping mechanism because that's the only way you've seen other people cope with the shit.
Yep.
And then, after age and experience and loss, lots of loss will help you to deal with that shit, compartmentalize it and put it in its proper place in life, keep moving forward.
Right.
Yeah.
You see, you guys, you remember when I was on the show, we were doing a podcast with Ralph Smith? Yep. And I was like, "Hey, Ralph, I'm like the coolest black guy you know." And he was like, "No, Carl is." I was like, "Fuck Carl."
He did, yeah. I don't know if you heard that podcast, but he said that. That's exactly what he said.
And then I flipped the script on him, and I'm like, "Well, I'm the coolest half black guy you know." Then I don't.
Well, Carl is.
Shit, son of a bitch! Damn it.
My mother is Hawaiian, Chinese, Irish, and Portuguese. My father is Haitian black.
Fuck yeah! He's cool.
Okay.
You got me, bro.
You got
Damn it.
You got lots of mixes in there.
Ralph Smith, we did the Runaway for, man.
Correct. Yeah. You guys did. Yeah.
He is an awesome. He's one of the first people I ever worked with when I first moved to Seattle.
Oh, cool.
And I hope that shit is buried. I hope you never see it. Not because of his performance, because of mine. But he did awesome. He's great. But Ralph he's a very, very good guy. And me and him, we have different philosophies on, politics and the whole nine.
Sure.
Still, he's a decent man.
Yeah.
And as long as you can appeal to someone's decency and intellect, then at least you can have a conversation, even if you don't,
that's what
turn out to agree on every fucking thing. Who gives a shit? I don't want to be with people that agree with every damn thing I say, man. Shit. That's what's wrong with Donald Trump. Everybody just keep telling him how fucking awesome he is and how great he is. You do no wrong. And you know what happens? So after decades and decades and decades and decades and decades of hearing that shit, you know what he says? Man, I can go out in New York in the middle of the street, shoot somebody, and I won't even get
not even in trouble. Yep, not in trouble.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what that ego stroking shit does. And then people stroked his ego, and we're like, well, he could.
I know.
He could do that. I wouldn't, And so that's what happens.
Yep.
You get that grandiose thing. So you need people to sharpen you, but you also need those people to knock your ass back down. And
that's
to
true.
be like, hey man, you just Carl Covington, man. Remember that shit. Remember the Carl Covington you was before this shit. 7 years and 1 day before all of this. Remember that dude. You know what I mean? So remember who that dude was. This is all cool, man. It's good, but this was, it didn't happen by accident. It definitely worked. But, enjoy it. Enjoy the ride and, be fucking decent while you're doing it. And change some shit,
He couldn't have said it any better.
He couldn't have said a lot of things any better.
Well, I can try to say them better if you like.
No, you couldn't, though.
Okay, yeah. He is cooler.
He's cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
He's the coolest guy I know.
He is a badass though. No,
Pretty much, yeah.
You're dropping some very good points, my friend.
Well, it's while you here, man, just like we said, what the hell you gonna do? You gonna keep it all to yourself, or you gonna give it away? When I leave this planet, I want to be completely empty. I don't want to have shit left. Now, I don't care about regrets. Regrets is, whatever. But I'm talking about, the work that you want to do and the shit that you want to do and, I don't want to leave with any of it with me. I don't want to leave any of it. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave all that shit here. Keep it, you know, so in order to do that, you gotta let it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotta speak your mind.
What is
Well,
it?
You
thank
gotta
you.
say it.
What was it that Rick said? You have a gift. Your job is to share it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
You have a
Yeah.
gift
to give. You got a gift to give. Everyone has a gift to give.
Right.
Yeah,
Your job is to
everybody
share
got
it.
gifts. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's nothing in the world worse than wasted talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it drives
wasted
me
talent.
nuts.
The only thing worse than wasted talent is wasted time.
Yep.
Like waste my money, not my fucking time. You know what I mean? I told the dude that he was wasting my time. I said, "Look, man, you need some money." He was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because, man, I don't waste my money. Don't waste my fucking time, man. What are you doing?" You know what I mean?
Yep.
Time you can't get back. Money comes and goes.
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
get some more money, but you can't get some more time.
Get that.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of time is running out on our campaign. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, geez.
Listen to this fuck.
You know what?
You're so no joke. It's so funny.
That's
Hey,
enough of that.
You know what, Chuck? Maybe
What do you mean it's enough of that? Part
That's
of
enough
what
of that
we
for-
do.
maybe if
Okay,
I get
but
a
not
job,
right
we
now.
can have enough money to make these movies.
Okay. Now let me say something about that.
look here, Aaron, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Stay the course.
I am.
Stay
I
the
will,
course.
brother. You don't have to worry about that.
Stay the fucking course,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Somebody got to do this, and somebody got to keep this lane open for other people. So stay the fucking course, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, brother.
Be jealous about it, brother. I got you.
That's one of the funny things, though, too, is because we're doing this, people who don't understand what's going on or don't ask the question think that we're not putting our own stuff, our own parts, our own time, our own money into what we are doing.
Correct.
And that's what's funny is because we are. I mean, that's just it. We're asking for help to complete these things. However, we are putting all of our own money. All of our own time is worth money. Everything we're doing. It's not like we're just sitting on our ass waiting for somebody to give us money so we can try and do something
Can't
later.
expect them to understand.
Brother, it's
it,
a
though.
learned condition, man.
Yeah.
It's a learned condition. I mean, people are classically conditioned to do certain shit. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like, people will give all of their money to a bullshit big organization because they have all the marketing and everything behind it. They have
Yeah.
commercials and whatever. But they won't give their money to a small business who like actually makes up more of the community and makes up more of the people than anything.
Absolutely.
And that's ridiculous. And this is what we have been taught.
Yep.
People like, small business and this and that. And, I'm not giving my money to them and I'm not going to help them do this. I'm not going to help them do that. But then you're going to help some other bullshit. And you just like got all kind of money and is not even investing into the type of content that you even need to see or want to see.
Well, yeah.
So
They've been
invest in
conditioning
something.
us for a long time to see
Yeah,
things
exactly,
one way.
man. So let's get on board, So we need to, I don't know, we need to rally the troops, man. And,
Yep, that's what we're doing.
find internally how to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got some ideas, man. I got some ideas. I have a show that I do as well. It's called Real Ass News. Me and Anthony, the Humble Warrior. We were kind of on hiatus right now. We haven't done it in probably about 2 months or so. But
Okay.
he's a new father and everything. He's been doing the whole, married just like me. Just got married last year, just like me. So newly married, new child and everything. But we have done, I believe, 25 episodes of Real Ass News.
Nice.
And it's kind of a forum, but it's more of it's kind of a forum, political forum,
Sure.
quasi, but it's
Okay.
more of an informational. It's more of an informational forum to get real information out to people, not this bullshit fluff information that's on the top, but to go a little bit deeper into that iceberg, try to knock that bitch down from the bottom.
I hear you. That's cool.
like that.
So you got 25 episodes of that. You said,
You
have
know,
they been
YouTube,
released or not?
Yes. There's some are on my page, but most of them are on YouTube. So you can go to
Okay.
YouTube,
Oh, okay.
Real Ass News, hashtag Real Ass News, all one word.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm jotting
Real
it
Ass
down.
News. You'll
I
see
would
me
love
in
to
that.
watch it.
Yeah, we talk shit, man. We get at it. You know what I mean? So, we definitely poke the elephant in the room, no doubt about it.
Good for fucking you.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
So it's about that. It's about that time. One thing that I do want to say, on your show, man, and because I know people are watching, there's a renaissance in film that is happening in Seattle. There is. It's unlike Atlanta or Chicago or other places, New York, LA. We're hidden. You know what I mean? It's like our Seahawks, or like you guys. I'm a Raider fan, but Seahawks, right? How they're hidden here, even how good they are, and how how well well put together they are and managed, coached, and everything. But still, it's like a hidden secret, right? Well, the same shit is with the film industry out here. And there's so much opportunity. And there's so many tremendously talented people that, I think that we can really start changing the narrative of, storylines and really getting into it, because no one's here putting their thumbs on us like they do in Atlanta or LA and be like, you can't do that shit. It's like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to out here.
Yes, you can.
Right? You can film whatever the fuck you want to out here, and nobody's going to be on you like that. So I think you need to take advantage of that. Let's collaborate and take advantage of shit like that. Start putting out stories where, not just people of color, but, how we unite. People of color and people of non-color. But how do we unite? What kind of storylines do we put together to where we can, have those stories told?
Absolutely.
Not just a, black dude being a gangster or, drug dealer or this or that, whatever. And that has its place as well. Or, but we need to start seeing more deeper content as far as men fully developed.
Yep.
I understand that young men are, they're finding their way through life. Okay, but what happens when that man or that woman, it doesn't matter what color, whatever, or what gender, whatever, but what happens when that person does come full circle? What happens from there? I want to see a story like that,
Yeah.
You know what's fun? That 2.5 years ago now, maybe, Chuck, we started our production company, finally. Now, again, we've been making movies a very long time, Carl, but we were finally going, it's time for us to maybe say hi to everybody out here, because we've been doing it for a while. And Chuck came up with the motto to join together, to get everybody that we could to see that if we all do that, we could do something great. And that this podcast stems from that. And I wanted, and everybody else in this room wanted to give everybody, I don't care where you're at on the ladder. We don't care.
Or where you're at in the world.
Yes. If you just starting out, or if you're a celebrity, you can come on this show and you will get a spot on this show. And that's what we wanted to do. It's not about if you've got a fucking name. I don't give a shit. I want to know who you are and why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
100%.
And that 100%. To me is a platform, I think, that is diverse. It gives us a different, there's a shit ton of podcasts and radio shows. We know that. And I got much respect. Much respect for a lot of them. Some of them are fucking badass. They're great.
You can put the majority of the motherfuckers in one category, though.
Correct.
That's the only thing. So there's a shit ton of them. But you can put them, what Real Ass News was to me, and the brainchild between, me and my partner, Anthony, it was more like, you know what? I'm tired of hearing this shit. I'm 47 years old, man. I've been hearing this shit since the 80s about if black people did this and they would, you know what I'm saying? Or why won't they raise their children? Why won't they this and that? And I hear all this bullshit rhetoric. And then the same thing goes with, how black people view white people or whatever, people of color in general. And there's always, 10 of the same fucking questions, or, you know what I'm saying? 10 of the same statements that are happening across the country. You know what I mean? On every news station. And they're always the 10 same things. Well, if black people did this, then, police could do that. Or what about this? But nobody was going deeper and asking serious questions and asking shit that people sitting in their living room was asking. And not getting questions or not getting their questions answered. So that's the reason why we started Real Ass News, is so we can start fielding those type of questions. So we can start asking those questions honestly, brutally honest, and get it out there and fucking let's deal with it. I don't give a shit what side of the fence you're on. I don't care if you're on the left or right. I don't care. I'm conservative about some shit and I'm liberal about some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I don't trust a person who's completely conservative. I don't trust a person who's completely liberal. I mean, you can't just be closed-minded like that. You have to have some type of open-mindedness. And if you don't, that's the struggle that we have now. You know what I mean? It's my way or no way. And then the other side is my way or no way either. But there's no give, So that's what I tried to do with Real Ass News, is bring it like a forum, like Phil Donahue or something, to where you can come on. Referee. I don't care if you're a KKK member and a Black Panther member. You're going to sit your ass here and you're going to respect each other. And then nobody, you can keep your hands to yourself, get angry, but speak your mind. And none of this hate shit, whatever. Get the hate out the way. What do you have to tell? What do you have to say? What do you have to say? Skip all that hate shit. What do you have to say? Get it out there. And that's important. So same thing is what you're trying to, what you have accomplished, not trying to accomplish. You accomplished it already.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. That was our goal, and we're going to keep doing it because it is a vital tool. Hello. We always want to take calls on the show.
Hey, let me measure your inseam. Come on.
I'm getting more calls than you are.
I'm here till 6.
Yeah, I'm on the show. Leave me the fuck alone. I'll call you back.
Oh, man. No, Carl, I love what you're saying and have been saying in this show. And I knew you would. I could tell what type of guy you were just by watching your films and seeing your presence online. I mean, I already knew you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that, my friend, is an accomplishment to be able to do that. And that's what I've been striving to do as well online. So you're right. If motherfuckers don't know me well enough to know me, then they don't need to know me.
Well,
because it's all there.
That's a compliment, what you're saying to him, because you're telling him how real of a person he is, because you can always tell who somebody is just by,
doesn't take much.
No, it really shouldn't take much if you're real.
That's right.
That's very true. Yeah. And these guys still come over here.
Man, that shit should be transparent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't got time to, again, I'm going to be 100% me. You know, I'm going to be the best that everybody else is already fucking taking. Damn, dude.
That's right. Hello?
I need a fucking suit, man. I got to be on set.
No, they ain't playing. But anyway, like I said, everybody else is already taken, man. You might as well be the best you that ever existed.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it, and I'm a junior, but I'm my father's son. I'm only me, but I can only be me. That's it. And I try to be as transparent as possible. And, and by being transparent, that is real. You gotta there's a certain type of vulnerability that goes with that, for speaking your truth, man, and stand behind that shit, because a lot of people won't. So, it is what it is, man. I commend you guys for what you're doing.
Thank you.
And thank you for letting me be on the show, and
thank you for coming.
Thank you for letting me be me. I appreciate that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We love that. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
So before we let you go, Carl, so if I came up and get a suit.
Oh, here we go again.
No, just hear me out for a
minute. I'm gonna touch your booty.
Yeah, and I'm just asking some questions. We'll give some baby powder. That's fine. But then maybe you don't tell anybody that you actually helped me with the wardrobe. That'd be cool. And then another thing, you've got this demeanor and stuff, this charismatic kind of shit. Maybe you can throw some pointers my way so I can use that too, so I look badass when I'm walking and shit.
Wow.
You know what?
I want to be cool, man. I want to be cool.
Just you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
I'm half white. I walk around like a fucking.
Even when it's raining, man, step through the raindrops and get your shit. You know what I mean?
See, I would never think of saying that. That is so fucking cool.
Step through the raindrops and get your shit, man. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Confidence is, it's key, and, charismatic, this and that. A lot of it is, brother, it's just come from taking losses. You know what I mean? And, you get hit enough times and shit, you take enough losses, and you're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done taking these losses. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with this. I'm done.
That's how I feel, but I still have clown shoes on.
He does not. Yeah, he does not come off.
You get that chip on your shoulder, man. Once you get that chip on your shoulder, then it's like, and now it's like, okay, because I let it happen. And now it's like, you know what? I got to come back from all that shit. I got to, reinvent, allow me to reintroduce myself, that shit, and come back, a better version. A lot of people thought there's people who didn't believe that I'd be able to do what I'm doing in life right now, or thought that I would fail, or thought that I wouldn't be here, and I hope they're on my Facebook page watching. You know what I mean? Like at home, you say I wouldn't have blocked their ass.
But
that right there.
Thanks for reminding me.
But anyway, it's to me, as long as I didn't believe that shit, people can think whatever you want to about me. Where it becomes a problem is when I start believing that shit.
Yeah.
When I start thinking about that shit. You know what I mean? Other than that, it's just, it's their opinion, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have it. I'm not,
can't control
just
it.
because that's what, you're allowed to have it, but that doesn't mean I'm responsible to take that on.
Right.
It's something that I believe,
It's a gift to be able to block it out, and for some reason, I've been able to block that kind of stuff out too. Most of the time, and it's amazing what you can accomplish when you do have that confidence.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Aaron. You're gonna be more successful than this. So this ain't shit. You're gonna get hit from all sides once you really start doing well. You know what I mean? Just like you just good, but once you really start excelling, man, they everywhere.
Yeah, brother.
So good,
I know.
good. I'm waiting on it. Good.
Proud of you, Carl.
100%. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
100%. I'd love to be able to do this again.
Oh,
whenever.
fuck yeah, we will.
Heck
We
yeah.
will. And I'm sure we'll collaborate with you one of these days.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going to come to you live from your shop while Aaron gets his inseam measured.
Yeah, you guys are going to film it.
And, yeah.
Because you want to see how natural I will look when I get that shit.
You're
And
gonna
you guys
look-
will be like, holy shit, you look badass now.
I'm
bro.
gonna send
like,
him
I told
out
you.
there.
I will tell you right now, my style is subtle, aggressive.
Okay.
So I'm very aggressive on how I style and everything like that, but it's subtle. You'll never know unless I tell you. But other people, they'll look at you and be like, man, where'd you get that shit made? They'll know you didn't just buy it off the rack. They'll be like, man, who made that for you? So
I
it's
got the
subtle.
homie hookup and shit. I'm good.
Subtle's not Aaron's strong point, though.
No, I'm very subtle. Sam, get
Well,
back here.
fucking
you know,
prick.
I'm just dreaming of a day when you could shut up long enough.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
I mean, because he's got a lot to offer.
I know he does.
He's pretty smooth.
I know he's smooth. I'm trying to get some of that smoothness.
And he's younger than
I
me.
know, but you have to shut up to get it.
I have to ask questions to know. We just talked about how you got to put it out there. I'm putting it out there, my man.
How do you receive
ask
them?
Not.
Yeah.
Not because you do not, will not, won't not. You have not because you ask.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Brother, it's a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with us today, my friend.
100%. I really appreciate it, you guys, man.
Hell yeah.
You guys, best of luck to you on the show. God bless you and whatever you do. Yeah, man, let's work. Let's get it.
I
All right.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right on.
Right
Chuck,
back at you.
you want to close us out, man?
No, I want to keep talking.
I know we
What
do.
time's your appointment?
I know, and I had a game.
I'm sitting here. No shit. I'm sitting here watching the clock. What time's your appointment?
Oh, yeah. You got time?
In about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. We better let's
Damn,
clap it
I
up.
might be-
Yeah, he had an hour.
Whatever.
We'll do another one. We're going to get you back on the show, brother.
Yeah, we have
man,
to.
we do this shit again, man. Trust
Yeah.
me, man. This is this is awesome, man. Being, collaborating with people, vibing with them, and just, speaking our truth, man. That's, what else? What better thing could you do with your time? You know what I mean?
can't think of anything. I
Iron
love it.
sharpens iron, man. So, it's good. I'm good.
All right, man.
Your good vibe cheered
He
me
has-
up. I
Okay.
was hot and sweaty and bitchy and stuff,
Yeah. Now you're chill?
No, now I'm in a great mood.
Now you're
Thank
smooth.
you.
See? She
Rubbed
smoothed
off
her
on
out.
me,
She's
now I'm
enjoying her stickiness.
I definitely need to get a class up there with you at the suit place to help me with you and Sam. So.
Come on.
Okay, bro.
Come
I
on.
got it. We're going to hook this up.
Yeah.
You watch. I'm going to be a new man. $6 million. Watch.
You're going to buy yourself a new suit
Yeah.
and a new attitude.
I got
That's
a
right.
new
Well,
attitude.
the one thing I can guarantee is when you walk out of that place, you look good.
Close out the show,
Don't
motherfucker.
know about your attitude, but you'll look really good.
I'm gonna do my part. Yeah.
Thanks, Carl.
I'm gonna
I
do
know
my
you can only help me so much.
You come
It's
mess with me. If you come, you come hang out with me, man. I'm gonna do my part. So you'll be good. The rest is up to you, man. But
Yeah.
I'll do my part.
It's okay. I'll
All
figure
right,
it out.
Chuck, close it up. He might have to pee
He's
before
gotta
his
go. He gotta
appointment.
go.
You know,
All right.
That's true.
come
That's
on
true.
now.
Carl, thank you for joining us today on Around the Reel, buddy.
Thank
It's
you.
so fun. It's so fun having other people use analogies that we use for our show. Steel sharpens steel. That's kind of the whole premise behind CCC Entertainment Group, Creative Collaborative Coalition. I mean, everything that we were doing, that we were trying to build here, you touched on today. So thank you for sharing all your thoughts and feelings. And I'm so glad to see that somebody else is on board and doing the same thing that we're doing. So I look forward to seeing more of your work. I know you're behind the scenes more in Vengeance because you died too fast the first time. So there's nothing
We'll
worse.
see what we can work with. You know what I mean? But I definitely, I'm getting started, man. I'm just scratching the surface, and there's so many people here that they're scratching the surface on talent too. But I'm just glad to be in the same pool with those people, or being, when you speak on them, my name comes up as well, or my name comes up from them, man. I'm very, very blessed and honored that those people have, respect for me like that, because it's mutual, 100%. It's definitely reciprocated. I appreciate the people out here in Seattle that I work with and in the acting entertainment community, man. It's beautiful people, no doubt about it. Some of the best people I've ever met in my life, and I've been all over, and some of the best people I ever met has been right here. So, I look forward to building with them, and let's go Seattle.
Well, it might be because of what you rub off on people with your vibe.
Maybe we're
Because
on that
I
list
don't
now
know,
too. Hopefully we're a part of that list now.
yeah, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. See,
All right.
Dude, look here, man. If I ain't fuck with you, I wouldn't be on the show. You know what I mean?
I know, bro.
I tell you straight up. I was like, man, I can't do that shit. Well,
Yeah,
I was like,
I'll be rearranging my sock drawer on Saturday. There's no way I can.
You know, again, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. So,
Appreciate
you know,
it.
when you asked me to be on the show, first of all, you know, I was honored, definitely, and I appreciate it. You know, and thank you for letting me, again, you know, thank you for letting me come here and vent and, you know, say what's up here. I appreciate it.
There's your appointment.
All right, man.
All right. We'll close
Anyway,
it up,
that's
Chuck.
my cue, man. I got to get moving.
All right.
But
All right,
God
girl.
bless. Be good, man, and best of luck with everything you guys are doing, man. And again, I appreciate it.
All right. You go after it, brother.
Our
Thank you very
pleasure.
much.
Yep.
100%.
All right.
All right.
You guys take care.
Bye.
All right.
Thanks for tuning
Wait.
in.
Remember, everybody, think hard because you're thinking anyway.
Oh, for the love of Christ, both of you guys.
You just cut me off, though. Just cut me off.
Nobody,
Yeah, because-
nobody needs to hear the old intro.
Okay,
or
well, I'm
outro.
going to cut you both off and say thank you for listening to our show. Thank you for tuning into Around the Reel.
That's great stuff. So why did they even tune in the first place?
I don't know, but they're glad they did.
Yeah. I think it's because we're trying to inspire people
We are.
and have fun with people.
People that are artists.
Creatives.
Yeah. People that are out there trying to make a living with their art.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's what we're doing.
They're crafty.
Yes.
So have them tune in. And how do they get on our show, Chuck?
You can get on our show by going to our website. Please visit us at cccentertainmentgroup.com. Click on the scheduling
Link.
link.
It'll send you to me.
Yeah.
Sassy Sam was going to get you all lined up on everything
I'll hook you up with a day and a time.
sometime in 2021 or 2022 because it's filling up fast. So if you want to get on this show,
Get on
I
it.
highly suggest
Get on it.
you start clicking your brains out.
Come be our guest on our show. We'd love to hear your story.
We'd love to hear it.
Make sure you come visit us on Amazon Prime and OP Prime.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
watch
Watch
The
our
Outrider.
movie. Watch our movie. The Outrider.
Yeah, you can watch Marcus
It's good.
Ford kick some fucking ass.
Oh,
This was a perfectly good take until you said
until
that.
you said that.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to the show. Bye-bye, guys.